Hello, and welcome to the third season of Sunday Sweet Chats. My name is Charles K. Carter, and I'm a queer poet who currently lives in Oregon. I'm the author of several poetry collections, including The God of Loneliness from Rebel Satori Press, and coming soon, Follow This Blood to Find a Dead Thing from Fernwood Press. But that's enough about me. Let's talk with our sweet guest today and discuss some sweet, sweet poetry. Today, we have Melissa frickin' Etheridge. Um, and I
Yay.
feel really weird asking you to do this, but Melissa, would you introduce yourself to our audience?
Well, my name is Melissa Etheridge. I am a singer-songwriter. I have had a very incredible life, of which I'm very grateful. I am married. I have four children, three who still are living. And I am just a very happy person playing music and being on the road.
Thank you so much. So since the show is Sunday Sweet Chats, we have to know what's your favorite sweet treat?
Well, I tell you, I've spent many years trying to uh, take the level of sugar in my life down because sugar is kind of hard on the body. So I often tell myself that my life is sweet enough when I'm trying to replace, or fill up something empty with something sweet. But having said that, my youngest daughter has taken to baking and cooking, and she's very good. And about at least once a week, she will make a gorgeous treat. And I will enjoy that with such love. And I think that when you are having your sweet, it should be filled with love. And that way it does not harm your body at all. So the last sweet treat I had was actually right before I hit the road. My daughter, she's learning to make jams and jellies. So she made a delicious blackberry jam. So she made a tart, a homemade tart, and she put the jam in it, and it just was as sweet and lovely. And she's good because she doesn't make it too sweet. And that's what I appreciate.
I love that, and right from the heart.
Mm.
All right, that's enough about sweet food. Let's move on to some sweet poetry. So you're going to share a poem by someone else with us today. So go for it whenever you're ready.
Well, uh, for most of my life, my favorite poet has been Pablo Neruda. He is he is so incredibly passionate. And the Spanish are, I think, the Latin born people have a natural uh, streak of passion in them. They understand, they're raised that life is to be lived passionately, and his poetry is like that. And so I always really tried to write my songs with that sort of passion, with that sort of openness of how I felt. And one of, well, probably my absolute favorite of his is, and I'm sure you can imagine, it's called Tonight I Can Write the Saddest Lines. So I will read them for you now. It's Pablo Neruda, Tonight I Can Write the Saddest Lines. Tonight I can write the saddest lines. Write, for example, the night is starry and the stars are blue and shiver in the distance. The night wind revolves in the sky and sings. Tonight I can write the saddest lines. I loved her, and sometimes she loved me too. Through nights like this one, I held her in my arms. I kissed her again and again under the endless sky. She loved me, and sometimes I loved her too. How could one not have loved her great still eyes? Tonight I can write the saddest lines, to think that I do not have her, to feel that I have lost her, to hear the immense night still more immense without her. And the verse falls to the soul like dew to the pasture. What does it matter that my love could not keep her? The night is starry and she is not with me. This is all in the distance. Someone is singing in the distance. My soul is not satisfied that it has lost her. My sight tries to find her as though to bring her closer. My heart looks for her and she is not with me. The same night, whitening the same trees, we of that time are no longer the same. I no longer love her, that's certain, but how I loved her. My voice tried to find the wind to touch her hearing. Another's, she will be another's, as she was before my kisses. Her voice, her bright body, her infinite eyes. I no longer love her, that's certain, but maybe I love her. Love is so short, forgetting is so long. Because through nights like this one, I held her in my arms. My soul is not satisfied that it has lost her. Though this may be the last pain that she makes me suffer, and these the last verses that I write for her.
Mm, such a
Go
good response.
Pablo.
Yes, so beautiful.
Oh,
Yeah, that love and loss, holding both of them together. I mean,
yeah, and how it always seemed to me he was more in love with being in love than actually the person. It's more the idea of it. And I completely understand that in my writings, you know.
absolutely, yeah. And those lines like I loved her and sometimes she loved me too, and then the reverse of that
And then,
later, like that kind of that missed
yes,
connections
she loved
and
me, and sometimes I love you. Oh, yeah.
yeah, so good. God, and I'm even thinking of like just in my own mental health journey, sometimes like that holding two seemingly contrasting things in this poem, like
Mhm.
that love and the loss, and like love and not loving her, the love and forgetting. So holding those two seemingly contradicting things at the same time, the dialectical thinking, and
That's
how
the,
important that is.
that is so important. And you talk about it with the sweet and the salty. You need both. You need both to have like complete beauty. Too much salt is too much salt, too much sweet is too much sweet. But when you can combine them, when, like I said, sometimes I think he was more in love with being in love.
Mm.
And so you had that. I need a little. So I know I was looking for just enough pain and trouble, which is can lead can be destructive to oneself if one loses oneself. But to understand that this is a dualistic reality, and it's there's up and down and in and out and good and bad and light and dark. There's both that make the whole, the yin and yang. And so uh, it's celebrating both, I think, that makes the best art.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's beautiful. So thank you for sharing that poem. Um, so what's going on in the world
My
of
pleasure.
Melissa? What's going on in your world? What's new and exciting?
My world is so delightful and exciting. I enjoy when I'm home. I enjoy my family very much in my home. I love gardening. I love cooking. I love just. I'm enjoying myself very much. My wife is on tour with me, so that is a real pleasure having her with me. I am on tour right now, currently, with the Indigo Girls, and it is an amazing show that everyone. It seems like people are so hungry for music that fills their soul when they are coming to the show. And I see many generations, and it's so great to see them singing the songs that they knew and loved. Sometimes they're with their children, sometimes they're with their mothers and their aunts and their grandmothers, and it's just a really lovely tour, and it will go through October. And then after that, I will be releasing a new album. A new album is coming out in March. I recorded a new album uh, in March of this year, and we're putting it all together, and we're taking our time rolling it out. So the whole album we will be out in March, and you will hear something new at the end of November. Will be the first drop of the first song.
So exciting. Can't wait. Yeah. And I will definitely be seeing you on a few of those dates.
Oh, good, good, good.
Um, so thank you so much for being here. Our last question. Um, so it's the world we live in can seem very chaotic, very negative, very overwhelming, very, very salty. So what do you do as an individual to stay grounded, to stay sweet?
Well, using your words, if I'm looking for more sweet in the world, I need to be more sweet. Whatever you want to see in the world, you have to be first here. And I believe that I'm creating a service by entertaining people, by every night looking out there, and my desire is to fill people with the sweetness of memories or songs that they love and music that can take them away for a moment. That's the sweet I find. And as long as I'm enjoying it, as long as I'm in there and loving it and feeling the sweetness that it is, then I can bring that sweet into the world. And again, to understand that the salt will always be there, and the salt makes the sweet palpable, if that makes sense. And the salt makes the sweet more desired. So I've lived long enough to see that we go through life and it's just a big wave that keeps going. And we are in one of those very down moments where we ask for the sweet. We ask for what we want and what we need. And it's more compassion, it's more love, it's more sweetness. So there's a lot of asking for sweetness now. That means that what's coming is going to be incredibly more beautiful and sweet than we ever thought it could be.
I love that. That's such a beautiful note to end on. Thank you so much for
Good.
being here today, Melissa. It's been such a sweet treat to have you here.
Thank you, Charlie. It's always good to see you, and I love your smile.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning into Sunday Sweet Chats. Catch the final episode of the season next Sunday. Bye.